What up, guys? It's your boy Big Takeover checking in again. We back with another one, man. Today, we doing things a little different today, guys. Today, we're starting a giveaway. You guys have been showing so much love and support to your boy using the discount code for Define Nutrition that Define Nutrition and myself came up with an idea to get back to you guys. We're doing a takeover stack giveaway. These are all the products that I hand select that I like to take myself when I'm not in competition prep. I take the pre-workout when I'm in competition prep, but I don't take the post-workout when I'm in competition prep. But I'm telling you guys, you don't want to miss out on this stack. This stack is fire. So we got the Define Pre, the Sour Cherry Candy. I want to make sure I'm saying the right names because you know how we do. We just call it Sour Candy. We got the Sour Cherry Candy Pre. We got the Sour Candy Pump. Man, these pumps be nasty. I know y'all be seeing the pumps in the gym, man. We got the creatine monohydrate. I take that year round. We got the Define Glucose, which is the post-workout. You mix that with the Define Isolate. And when I tell you this, bro, when I tell you this protein tastes good, hey, man. But the way that you can enter the giveaway is you have to follow Define Nutrition on Instagram. You have to follow Big Take on Instagram @_the_takeover. Then you have to spam the comment section on my YouTube channel, man. Drop hundreds. Whoever drop as many hundreds as possible, that increases your chance to win. Spam the comments, man. You know what I mean? Today is Sunday. We're going to run this giveaway for 1 week. So next Sunday, we will select the winner. The winner will get a takeover stack sent from yours truly, Define Nutrition, man. Hey, y'all see, I love the, man, listen. My favorite flavors, bro. My favorite flavors, I'm telling you. Yeah, I don't want to miss out on this, man. Let's get it. What keeps me motivated? What keeps me motivated is my drive. You know what I mean? I don't do nothing. If I'm going to take the extra time out of my day to do something, I'm going to give it my all. I want to be the best at it. I know bodybuilding is frowned upon and say you the best, you will be the best. I don't care. If I'm doing it, I'm going to give it my all because I want to be the best. I don't I don't cheat on my diet. I don't care what it is. I'm not eating no extra gram of peanut butter. I ain't taking no sip of no diet. I don't even drink soda. You know, you see dudes drinking diet soda. To me, that's weak. I'm a lock in. That's what a real dog is. A real dog can flip that switch, go cold turkey, and get in his bag to get the results that he want to get. You can't say you really want something if you're not willing to flip that switch, no matter how hard it is. Flip the switch and get in your bag. Put in the work that everybody else can't do or having a hard time doing so you can get to where you're trying to go. What up, though, YouTube? It's your boy Big Takeover checking in again. We back with another video, man. Y'all see where we at, man. We over here at the Dawg house, baby. Finna put in that dog work on this good Monday evening. The boy just worked a 10-hour shift. Just drunk some of that Define Pre, the Define Pump, Define Creatine. Now we finna get in that Define bag, you heard? I like that. We finna get in that bag though, man. We got legs on the menu today. Barbell squats again, baby. I'm gonna see how it's feeling today. Knee feeling a whole lot better. So we definitely the goal is to knock 495. We gonna see. I ain't gonna say, but we gonna see. I don't know if it's gonna be one set. I don't know if it's gonna be 2 sets, 3 sets. We gonna see. That's the thing when it comes to training with me. I gauge my training based off of how I feel. I don't force myself to do things that I don't feel. If I do something that don't feel right, then I'm not gonna do it. I'm gonna improvise and do something else. That's also a reason why I like training alone. I know a lot of people have been asking, you know, why I train by myself for the most part. The reason I like to train alone is because I know I enjoy a certain style of training. I fell in love with training first, then bodybuilding, you know what I mean? Of course, like I said, bro, when we was growing up, the goal was to be swole and strong. But nowadays, a lot of guys don't like to do the movements that I enjoy doing, such as barbell squats, barbell bench press, deadlifts, heavy dumbbell rolls. certain things like that. You know what I mean? It's for whatever reason, you know, guys will say it hurt their back or they joint or whatever the case. I get guys to reach out that want to work out, but this is my logic is if I come to work out with you, if I ask to work out with you, I'm going to do your workout. We're not going to debate and brainstorm on what exercises we're going to do. There's only one person that I do that with, or two people rather, and that's JB's, and that's Big Work, you know. But for the most part, we already know how each other like to train. We like doing the same exercises, the same movements. So it'd be like clockwork for real with us. But other guys who are more into the lightweight, high reps, or the pretty Instagram workouts and all that soft training, what I call it soft training, I don't want to do that, bro. I'm gonna just keep it real with you. I'm not gonna do that. You know, it's only one person in the city who workout I will do 100%, and that's Brett. That's Brady dad. Other than that, I don't want to do nobody else workout. You know what I mean? I enjoy doing what I enjoy doing, and I'm gonna do what I enjoy doing. It's just like that. So if you want to pull up to get a lift in with me, you have to be willing to push yourself, bro. Intensity is the key. It's not about the weight, and I show that in every video. Of course, we want to lift heavy, but you don't want to lift too heavy to where you're sacrificing your form. You don't want to use not having mobility as an excuse to perform exercises incorrectly. So with that being said, someone asked me to show how do I warm up before a leg day, right? So me personally, I don't just come in the gym and load up the bar and start squatting. First of all, I sit in the car, especially on squat days. I sit in the car or in the lobby for a good 15 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever, to get my mind right, because I want to make sure I'm locked in 100% before I come in that gym and put in that pain. I don't rush it. That's also why I like to train alone, because I don't rush my workouts unless I have something to do. But I typically plan my workouts accordingly to where I can take my time. So if I'm pressed for time, then that's probably when I'll do like a shoulder workout or something like that. But I like to do my leg workouts on days when I don't have to rush. So for starters, I like to get them hips nice and loose. So you can put your knee, your foot on your knee, and kind of just press down on the knee that you have raised, if that makes sense. Well, you guys can see, you know. So you kind of press down. It's just getting them hips loose. It's going for me, it can be a bit painful sometimes because I sit down all day. So I've been sitting down for 10 hours on a forklift in the cold all day. So it's very important for me to warm up and stretch, get everything nice, loose, and fine. And one thing about this, with your hips, with tight hips, that's the reason why most guys can't get in that basement when it comes to them barbell squats, alongside of them lifting too heavy. They're knowing it's too heavy and they're scared to get in that basement because they know they might not come back up. You know what I mean? But you want to keep them hips loose, bro. You know, not like I tell people, but people like, oh, I'm too big, I can't do this. Not having flexibility and mobility is not a flex. You know what I mean? It's more impressive to be agile and be mobile with size. It's not a flex to just be big and stiff and can't, you know what I mean? That's whack. That's whack. We want to be loose, bro. So I do those. You know, I'm gonna just give a quick demonstration. I do those, then I kind of get down in that deep squat position and push the hips out. Push this camera. Now I gotta bear with me, I'm solo dolo with the tripod. Push them hips out, boom. So this is gonna loosen up your hips, it's gonna loosen up your glutes, and you may feel it even loosening up your lower back. So it's just simple things like this that I like to do. I'm gonna show you guys one more. I don't do much, you know, just run through it real, like a brisk stretch. So then I get on one knee, put your hand on your foot and put your elbow into your knee. So when you reach out, you kind of push your elbow into your knee to stretch it. Let me see if I can give you guys a better angle. So boom, right here. That's gonna open them hips up, man. You can even lean forward a bit. I don't like to lean forward though. I like to sit back in it, like I'm squatting almost, and it's gonna loosen them hips up. You do both sides, and I'm telling you guys, when you do this before, it may not seem like much, but when you do this before you squat, it's gonna make a world of difference, bro. It's gonna make a world of difference because everything is already kind of fine. So opposed to that, I like to do these as well. You know, just simple things. So I just come right here, do kickbacks. Just swing the leg back, squeeze the glutes. Get them glutes firing. Get them glutes fired, because your glutes play a huge role in your squats. Yeah, so that's it, guys. So now we finna go get the workout started. Y'all know I like to start with them hamstring curls. So we're gonna do about 4 sets of seated hamstring curls, and then we're gonna come load this squat boy, baby. So let's get it. Drop them hundreds in the comment section for your boys. Time to eat. So we finna get started on them hamstrings, man. Y'all know me, bro. Seated hamstring curls. And yesterday I looked at my, well, actually, what was that? Yeah, that was yesterday. Yesterday morning, I had check-ins. I typically check in on Sundays, but Coach wanted to see how I looked on, I typically check in on Tuesdays, but Coach wanted to see how I looked on Sunday, because on the weekends is where I get my most sleep. Typically Saturday night is where I get my most sleep. If I don't work Saturday, Friday night and Saturday night is where I get my most sleep. So I typically hit my lows on Saturday morning, you know, so Coach wanted to see me Sunday morning because I worked Saturday. And I just was looking at my photos, bro. My hamstrings have came up tremendously. You know what I mean? So we're gonna keep hammering away at them hamstrings. Keep them toes pointed. Boom, good contraction control. Ooh. Oh. We're gonna start with 12 of them bad boys. We're just gonna do 4 sets over here because we're gonna do more hamstrings once we get done squatting. This dude talking all loud on the phone and stuff, man. He ain't coming to jail to put in no pain. If you can hold a conversation while you training, you ain't training hard enough, bruh. Just saying. Well, let's get it. Ush. 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 Yep. Let's add a plate to the let's add some food to the plate. I'm gonna keep it rolling. Keep it rolling, Jack. So we're gonna add 2, but add 1, it'll be 2 total. And as y'all can see, man, I've been training at the Dawg house a whole lot lately. You know, I'm in that dog mode, man. You know what I mean? I'm in that dog mode. One thing about it, when you come over here, you ain't got no choice but to be a dog. You know what I mean? Heavy iron, you know, you get in your zone, hang that weight. And if you guys have noticed, I typically like to train at the gyms for the most part. Well, I can't say that because it's both. but mostly power lifters. I like being around, like when I'm doing my compound lifts, I prefer to go to the gyms where the power lifters train. You know what I mean? Um, you don't really see, like House of Pain is more of a bodybuilding gym if you ask me. And you don't really see people in there banging like that. You see more, well, I guess you do see a few powerlifters over there squatting, but you don't see too many people high bar squatting. You know what I mean? Or really, but I prefer to go to gyms where the powerlifters are who's doing the exercises that I'm doing. It's more motivating to see guys doing what you do opposed to being around a bunch of bodybuilder dudes. Because typically most bodybuilder dudes, they hate when they see other bodybuilders banging heavyweight. Oh, the judge don't care how much you feel, and all that soft talk. Ooh, 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 ooh. Man, this hands down my favorite hamstring exercise, bro. We gonna do one more set. Man, these freaking nets, man. Do y'all got, I know it probably sound weird to ask, but do y'all got nets in y'all crib, bro? Cause we got nets now. Them motherfuckers came out of nowhere, bro. You know what I mean? Them jokers came out of nowhere. We done put bleach down the drain, soap, and baking soda. Man, we done bought net traps. It's crazy, bro. Then we got a sink in our room upstairs too. And I guess they say they come out the drains. Man, it's worse upstairs than it is downstairs. Like, dang, bro. So we gonna go, I see they got some plug-ins, some wall plug-ins that's supposed to like attract the nets or whatever. So hopefully that works. Them jokers like $30. So they better work, man. I don't like the cold, but I can't wait till that cold hits so them nets can get unalived. You know what I mean? They blowing me. We done tried everything. We gonna be that last set. I think they got a group class that started today at 5:30. So I wanna make sure I go in there and get that dog work out the way before they be walking all through and all that. You know what I mean? Oh. Oh. All right, guys, let's get this party started, baby. Oh yeah, we got I don't know if I said it already, but we got the green light to have another refeed tonight, baby. So you say I get a burger and some fries, but y'all know I want some cornbread, man. But I'll get a burger and some fries this time. Good old sugar fire double burger. We gotta earn that. We gotta earn that burger though. Let's get it. Push. Nice and easy. Yep. Knee feeling real good today, man. We finna eat greedy. Add a little weight to the plate. Get busy. Gonna make every rep count, guys. No matter if it's the bar, 5 plate, 1 plate, 2 plate, don't matter. Make every rep count. Your mind. The goal is to break down the muscle, build and define the muscle. get it. Hey, nice and easy. Oh yeah. Yeah. Working on up that ladder. Let's get it. That's a red flag. Oof. That's a red flag. Too easy. In that basement with it. Boom. Oh. Hey. Ha. 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 All right, guys, so I did 6 on there. I'm gonna do 6 for the next couple sets because I'm feeling good and I wanna bang some heavy weight. Keep in mind, we're in a deficit. So you wanna train according, you wanna train smart with the food, with the amount of food that's given. You know, like I always say, I'm not a fan of wasting all of my energy on lighter loads before I bang the heavy food. You know what I mean? So we use the lighter loads to warm up, find our groove, get in the rhythm of things, you know, see how the body feeling. If you're feeling good, then you can progress kind of fast, but smart, you know what I mean? You should be able to gauge how to progress in weight based off how you feel. So if you feeling exhausted or tired that day or not as explosive or energized, then it's okay to take your time and get good money with what you can work with that day. But if you can go up and eat greedy, dog. Don't hold back, eat greedy, you heard? Big takeover. 4 patties. Easy work, man. Let's get it. T. Ooh, oh yeah. Oh. Yep, easy. Ha. 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 Oh. Plate up. Nice and easy. Ah. Oh yeah. Nice and easy. Come on, boy. Boom. Hey, bodybuilders say it don't take all that. That's all right. Leave it to Big Take. Big Take will get the job done. Eat greedy, you heard? Yeah. Yeah. Come on, boy. Yeah. Easy day, baby. Oh! Easy day. Ush. Hey, we don't use a deficit as an excuse to not eat greedy, you heard? All right, guys, so we worked up to a top set for 585. I wanted to take it for a spin for at least 6, but you know, it was a lot heavier than I expected it to be, but we still ate, you know what I mean? Now, I gotta do a back down set. Since I only got 1 rep with that top set, I have to do a back down set with some weight that I can handle, that I can get more reps, you know what I mean? Although you still wanna maintain strength while you're in a deficit on a cut, you still wanna get your rep work in, you know what I mean? So we still wanna be able to rep 495 for max reps, you know what I mean? Long as we're still able to pick it up and rep it throughout the deficit. Like I say, once you get back in the surplus, this will be so much easier because you managed to maintain your strength while you were however many pounds lighter than you typically would be in your off season or in your bulk or whatever you guys like to refer to it as. So we're gonna take this for a spin. I need at least 8. So we're gonna have to dig deep. If I don't get 8, I'm gonna rep till I drop the weight. Let's get it. All right, guys. We're gonna take this one for a spin, bodybuilder style. You know, they always say, if you control the weight, then you ain't gonna be able to lift that much. We're gonna have full control over you, all right? Let's get it. Big dogs gotta eat. Ooh. Hush. Hush. Big dogs gotta eat, baby. Oh. Oh. Come on, boy. Ooh. Easy day, man. Big dogs gotta eat. All right, guys. So that's it for the barbell squats. I low-key wanna do another set of that 495. Whew. Cause it's something about loading up that barbell, getting that butterfly feeling before your set. It don't matter how many times you crack the weight before. Every time it feels the same. Like it's just a different feeling. I just can't explain it, but I'm addicted to that feeling. I love to push myself. I love to challenge myself. It's just so much more fun, bro. That's why I like to show the work. That's why I don't really too much be showing my physique. You know, it's cool to show the physique sometimes, but I want guys to see the work. You know, guys that be like, oh, I worked the whole day, I ain't got energy. I can't go to the gym, I got kids. Bro, I've been working 58 to 60 hours a week. Coming in here banging. I've been up since 2 o'clock this morning. Still in here banging, eating greedy. Not using no excuses, ducking no wreck. If you really want it, you're gonna go get it. If you really love that earned life, you ain't gonna make no excuse for it. This gonna be the highlight of your day. No matter how tired you is when you get off work. Get you some coffee, get you an energy drink or something, and get busy. We ain't making no excuses, we trying to make it happen. One thing about it, most people gonna make excuses as to why they can't get busy. If you don't make excuses and you get in the gym and put in that pain, that's gonna separate you from the rest. You know what I mean? We leave the excuses for them. We striving to be the best, so we gonna do what they ain't doing. We ain't ducking no wreck, you heard? Let's eat. All right, guys, so now we're on to the third exercise. You guys remember how I told you, you gotta do certain things, even if you don't like doing those things, if you wanna be the best version of you as possible, right? Now, I don't like doing stiff leg deadlifts or RDLs or anything along. I like to just regular deadlift, pick it up and put it down. But I know that's something that I don't do that I see a lot of top guys doing. So, like I always say, if you want to hang with those guys, you got to not only do what those guys aren't doing, but you got to do some of the things that they are doing. You know what I mean? So, I'm going to give this a shot, bro. Don't really want to, but it all boils down to how bad you want it. So, I'm going to start off with some 70s and see how that feel. Hopefully that angle. Let's see. Let's try to get a better angle. See, I'm full transparent with you guys, man. I have the things that I don't like and enjoy doing as well. I don't know why this camera always be sitting sideways. All right, man. That's as good as it's gonna get, guys. I ain't gonna keep wrestling with it. So I'm gonna give it a shot, guys. Wasn't too bad. That wasn't too bad at all. That angle was horrible, but the movement was decent. I'm gonna do 2 more sets. I'm gonna go up in weight. And I'm gonna progress in weight as I would on any other exercise, you know what I mean? So let's get it. Let's try to see if I can find a better angle. Alright guys, so we knocked out them RDLs or stiff leg deadlifts, whatever you want to call them. Now we over here to these line hamstring curls. But as I was doing my RDLs, I thought about, guys always try to say, bodybuilders rather, will always try to say deadlift to make your waist big and blocky, but they don't have that same approach when it comes to RDLs. And it's almost the same movement, you know what I mean? That just goes to show you that bodybuilders like to choose the easier exercises. They pick and choose. They move the goalposts when it comes to certain exercises. The challenging exercises, they try to make them sound so horrific. But the easy exercises, everybody love to do the easy exercises. You know what I mean? So that's just that on that. But we finna do 3 sets of these line hamstring curls. I'm actually do some leg extensions today as well. Although I did some squats and my quads got a nice pump. Gotta earn that refeed, man. You know, typically, guys are here that they can get a refeed or a cheat meal or however you want to word it, and they'll rush through their workout just so they can hurry up and get to some delicious food. See, I'm a little different. Although I am looking forward to getting that delicious food, I'm looking forward to, before I was made aware that I can get some delicious food, I was looking forward to this delicious workout, you heard? To put in that delicious pain. You know what I mean? We still gonna put in that work. We ain't taking no shortcuts. We putting in dog work, hitting every movement that was on the agenda today. Because at the end of the day, the overall goal is to bring the best package as possible. You know, once we bring the package that we want to bring, then we can feast. That's when we gonna celebrate and feast. But until then, we gonna feast in this gym. We gonna put in this dog work, day in and day out. Straight dog work. Big dogs in the yard. You see the sign. Big dogs in the yard. Huh? Dog work, man. Ducking no wreck. Ducking no wreck, man. Let's put a little more weight on here. We was at 150. We gonna go up to 180 on this one. It ain't the perfect angle, but y'all see the work, man. This ain't no production team. Let's get it. All right, guys, we almost finished. We finna knock out these leg extensions, hit some calves. I'm gonna hit some abs. I'm not gonna show them on camera though. Just knock out 3 sets of 10 real quick. And then I'm gonna hit a couple of laps around the parking lot. You know, just walking, get my steps in. Since I get a refeed tonight, no post cardio. So there's no post cardio and no cardio tomorrow. No fat burners tomorrow and no cardio tomorrow. You know, just kind of give your body a break, you know. And man, I've been working so much, I be forgetting what day it is, bro. Then Wednesday, we back on it. We back on the grind. So as you can see, it was my refeed today, which it was leg day anyway, so it kind of worked in my favor. But had it not been leg day today, since I got a refeed today, I trained back yesterday, so it really worked in my favor. Because I like to train back and legs around my refeeds. Preferably, I like to do, like let's say today would have been back day, I ate my refeed, then tomorrow legs. But it's all good, it's all work. But since it's leg day and I get my refeed tonight, that's why I try to do exercises that burn much more calories. Although you burn a lot of calories training the legs anyway, but when you squat, bro, you burn a ton of calories. Like, let's see, my wife said I'm at 500 calories in an hour and 11 minutes, bro. So we definitely earned that cheat meal. And I want it all to go to the legs anyway, especially the hamstrings. So it worked out in my favor. But we're gonna do 3 sets of 10 on these. Man, somebody got their food on this mofo. Golly. Actually, yeah. Never mind, it's gonna take too long. Somebody had their food on that mofo. Right. All right. All right, there we go. Ooh, I can let that seat back a little bit. I don't really like that. I wasn't getting a good enough stretch on the bottom of the exercise. So I'm gonna take it back. I'm gonna take it back to a 7. It was at 5, and I'm actually lighten the weight a little bit. Actually, I'm gonna leave it right there. It might have just felt off because I was so close. But another thing, freaking nets, man. Another thing, with the Garmin watch, you can enter the challenges. They be having like different monthly challenges on this watch, and you compete with other people with the similar, with a Garmin watch. So I entered a challenge this month to help hold myself accountable. Well, this ain't the first time I did it, but I never accomplished the goal to get 300,000 steps by the end of the month. Last I checked, I was kind of halfway there, almost halfway there. But they also have weekly challenges to see who can get. The goal is to hit 75,000 steps in 1 week, but you're competing with other people to see who get the most steps in that week. Then it's another challenge to finish at least top 3 within everybody that's doing that challenge. So it's just extra things to hold you accountable to help you get that work. Let's get set to it. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Y'all, hey, boy, I tell you, these are the heaviest weights in the city. That's why you don't see, one thing about it, dudes be talking all that strong stuff. You gotta come over here and bang this iron. If you wanna, I wanna see if you're really strong. Come bang this iron. Even these machines, like all these older machines, these mugs is heavy. Like you would see, you'll go to other gyms with the plate loaded leg extensions. Dudes will be putting 4 or 5 plates on their leg extension, 4 or 5 plates. But when it comes time to the hack squat, if you can, I look at it like this. If your leg extension 5 plates, you should be able to put that same amount of weight on the hack squat. You should be able to have 5 plates on each side on the hack squat. You should be able to load up the squat bar. Dudes be leg extensioning more than they be leg pressing, hack squatting, and barbell squatting. You know what I mean? Like, that's why I don't like the new gym equipment. Yeah, I go to all the spots for the most part with the old school stuff. The only spot that have newer stuff is Coalition. But outside of that, all the other gyms I go to, they got old stuff. The Dawg House, American Family Fitness, everything in there is old. We got Southside. Southside got some dope equipment. Every gym I go to the big dog gyms in the city, bro. You know what I mean? We finna knock this last set out. And I'm gonna go hit these calves. But you wanna make sure you hit them calves too. The calf raises. So I'm gonna do 3 sets of 15 of those. Then I'll see you guys at the calves. Like I say, bro, you wanna train everything. Every muscle in the body will be presented when you get on that bodybuilding stage. At some point, every muscle is gonna be presented from some angle. So with that being said, you wanna make sure you training every muscle in your body, bro. Because the thing is, a lot of guys neglect smaller muscle groups. So if you banging and you touching, you making sure every screw is tight. You touching every screw, leaving no screw unturned. When it come time for comparisons, it's gonna be a ball game. But it's gonna be a ball game, but it's gonna be in your favor. It's gonna be a skunk, really. You know what I mean? Because you get especially when you learn your weak points and your strong points, you know how to show your body. That's why posing practice is important. You learn how to hide your weaknesses and make your strong points even stronger. You know, when you go against guys who don't know what their weaknesses are, only their strong points, they're going to be so focused on showing their strong points that they didn't think to figure out how to hide their weak points. Expose them. So when I be backstage, I'm sizing guys up. You know what I mean? It's like, kind of like watching film in football. You know how you watch your opponent the week before the game, or the week of the game rather, and you get to see, you know, kind of get an idea. I do the same thing backstage. When dudes be pumping up and dudes be walking back and forth and doing all that, I'm sitting back watching. I'm picking you apart. Just in case I stand next to you, I know where your weaknesses are. Oh, his hamstrings weak, okay. I stand next to him, I know what to do. Oh, his back weak, okay. I stand next to him, I know what to do. So for a prime example, when I did the Midwest to qualify for nationals, I knew Buddy back was weak. You know, I did my homework on him. I knew his back was weak. Everybody was saying, oh, he gonna beat you. He look like a linebacker, blah, blah. Okay. But see, one thing is, dudes be so caught up on being big that they don't pay attention to small details. So when we got ready to do that rear lat spread and that rear double bicep, if you go back and look at the video, when we hit that rear bicep, I shook my head because I know it's lights out. I know your back ain't seeing mine because I did my homework on you. You know what I mean? And I know I did my job in the gym day in and day out. So I can be able to outshine guys. Cause guys ain't doing heavy rolls, and if they doing them, they doing them incorrect. You know what I mean? So always pay attention to your competition. Dudes like, I'm in competition with myself. Not me. I'm in competition with whoever show up that day. Because my goal is to get my hand held at the end of the night. You heard? So let's get it. All right, guys. Final exercise of the day. For to knock out some seated calf raises. Just 3 sets of 10. Deep stretch. Boom.